What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode. I've developed a name for our show that we do bi-weekly. It's called Fit Dads Live. Since
There we
Michael and
go.
I are both fit dads, I figured that was a good fitting name for
Yeah,
our show. We do it bi-weekly. If you don't know, if it's your first time here, welcome. Appreciate you
welcome.
watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So once a week we do the show on my or once every 2 weeks we do the show on my channel, and then the other 2 weeks later we do it on Michael's channel. So we kind of
Yes,
bounce
sir.
back and forth, try to share the watch time, share the the what is it called? I'm having a
The
brain fart
love.
right now. The whatever, the likes, the watch time, all that good stuff. We
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
appreciate you guys. If you're watching on the replay, make sure to leave a comment if you got any questions. I'll be sure to get to any comments, and I'm sure Michael will be down there in the comments as well.
100%.
Just any questions you might have. If you're catching the replay, go ahead and just throw them in the comments, and we'll do our best to answer them to the best that we can. But today's show, we're going to discuss something I've made several videos on. But like I said, if it's your first time here, if you're new to the channel, if you're new to the show, you might not be familiar with my prior content, but it's concerning abs and how to get a six-pack abs and all these quote unquote influencers that claim they've got some special secret program or some special secret supplement that's going to give you
Yeah.
abs in 30 days. And, technically, first of all, technically, every single human has abs.
Yes,
They just don't show. They're covered up by
exactly.
fat.
This is
So
so true, man.
let's hear a little bit about, I want to hear Michael's side of it first. So let's let him talk a little bit.
Well, like you said, when we're getting into the abs conversation today, and I think amongst everything else that is kind of advertised in fitness, I think the abs are the most tired subject, and it's just wore out. You see corny infomercials even on just regular cable TV now these days, not just YouTube. This isn't just a YouTube problem. This is a fitness industry problem where we've got a whole lot of promises that we're just going to give people abs magically by using an ab roller or their new gadget that they've invented or come up with, and make no mention of the fact that to actually get abs to show, right, to show, it requires diet. No tool, no matter the gadget, no matter how effective, is going to get your abs to show. It is purely diet and exercise, and that's the end. That's the end of the story. And anybody who tries to complicate that any further is simply lying to you, or they're trying to sell you something.
They're
Because I
always trying
assure
to
you,
sell. Yep,
it
they're
is
always trying to sell.
it's about diet and exercise, guys. And just like Chris said, you know, everybody has abs. They're just not showing. So really, if you want abs, you want a diet, right? Then if you want to sculpt the abs, now we can get into exercising and stuff. But we're talking about just abs showing. So I think at this point, there's nothing you can do, sit-ups, crunches, whatever, that are going to get your abs to just pop out in 30 days, like all these claims that you see all over the TV or internet. It's diet. Let's start at diet first, and then we'll cross the bridge of exercise to get your abs to show.
Very true. Looks like we got our first question here. And I wanted to give a shout out to Bella. She's been a consistent viewer of our show for well over, what is it? This is our fourth or fifth show that she's been to.
Yeah,
Very happy to have her here. And Blackbeard, he's another one. Always here supporting us. And we very much appreciate that, Blackbeard and Bella. But he says he's got a question for us. He said, best shape of my life, no matter how I ate, how I worked out, never could get a six pack. And he says, and I tried those ab roller thingies too. Well, you can get a six pack. It seems to me like your genetics are making it very difficult. You probably got a little bit more endomorphic genetics. You score a little higher on the endomorph scale. If you haven't heard us, I know Blackbeard's heard us discuss, the scales. It's nobody's
Oh
just a
yeah.
mesomorph, nobody's just an endomorph, and nobody's just an ectomorph. I mean, you're on a scale. And no, you cannot do thousands of sit-ups to get abs. You can do thousands of sit-ups if you like. You will burn a few calories doing that, but the only way to get those abs to show, and a lot of it has to do not only, well, I mean, it is genetic, but it's not just whether you're an ecto or an endo. Everybody stores their fat in different areas. So you might be one of the people. I mean, actually, in America, one of the many people that store most of your body fat, and especially men. A lot of men store their body fat in the belly area. So you might lose all kinds of fat, but when it comes down to it, you're going to have to get sub 15, maybe even down to 10% before you start to get that fat off of your stomach area and get those abs to show.
Right.
But it is all about, I mean, as you know, I've said 1,000 times, you cannot defy the law of thermodynamics. Coach Greg says this all the time. It's all about energy in, energy out. When you consume more energy than your body is using, your body stores that energy, whether it's protein, whether it's fat. Fat is a lot more easily stored, as are simple carbs, because the body doesn't have to use as much energy to convert that into storable energy, which is body fat.
Yeah.
But on the contrary, if you consume less energy than your body is actually using, and this is why they say to do diet and exercise, because when you do exercise, you burn more calories. It makes it easier to maintain a calorie deficit and energy deficit. And an energy deficit means you are using the stored body fat rather than the food that you're eating. I mean, of course, you're using, the energy that you're consuming as well. But if you're in a calorie or energy deficit, then you're going to be using some of that stored energy as well. And that's how you start to chip away at that body fat. And if you're one of those unlucky fellows who stores most of their body fat in their chest area, a lot of guys store it in their, what is it, right above your ass, around
your torso,
love handles. Yeah. That, I mean, I would, when I was bulking really heavy, when I first started lifting, I still had abs. Now, I didn't really have a shredded six pack, but I got up to, I think, I would estimate around 22% body fat, which is probably about the highest body fat percentage I've had since I was a baby, because I score really high on the ectomorph scale. And all of my fat was stored in my love handles and in my rear end. I mean, I didn't really store much on my stomach. But to get back to what I was saying, genetic wise, everybody stores their, and especially men, a lot of men, especially in America, store their body fat in that stomach area, so that it's not that, it's not that you can't get abs. It's that it's difficult. It's more difficult for you to do it than it is for me. For me, I don't even target my abs. I do compound movements. That gives me enough core movement. And I mean, if you saw the thumbnail, you saw, my obliques shine, and you can see all of my abs. And I don't do any work on my abs at all. I just maintain a low body fat percentage. So for you to get, especially the bottom two, those are the most difficult for most people to get to show. And everybody has different ab inserts, so everybody's abs kind of look different once you get your body fat down. I don't know if you ever saw Derek from More Plates, More Dates. Like whenever he was shredded down, his abs kind of looked a little weird. And there was a celebrity recently that was it Dwayne Johnson that they made all those videos about his abs looking weird? I feel like it's The Rock. But yeah, when he got shredded, and so everybody has different ab inserts. So everybody, I mean, no matter what exercises you do, you're not going to change the inserts of your abs. You might change you're not really going to change their overall shape. You might make them a little bit bigger. But like I said, I don't really recommend any target core exercises to anybody that doesn't, require it athletically, such as maybe like MMA fighters and things to that, things to that matter. But I'll let Michael, continue on.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll just piggyback on what you're saying. So, you're digging right into the diet portion of this whole um, ab conversation. So another thing that I want to kind of debunk is since we're getting into the diet stuff and trying to get your abs to show, I want to completely debunk in case somebody ever had the question is the fact that you cannot target any area of your body and burn fat in a targeted area. That is completely idiotic
Yep.
to claim, not to believe. Now the thing is I will not call anybody stupid just because they believe these claims. We're just simply ignorant until you learn differently. But to make that claim, that's false advertisement at its purest form. You will never target any fat area. So that leads into this conversation of abs. So you want your abs to show. Trust me, you have them, as Chris has said. They're under there, but you want them to show. And then you see some gadget on TV that says, well, if you use this ab roller or this gadget, we're going to target that ab area and we're going to burn that fat right there, and then your abs are going to show. It's a complete and utter lie. So to actually get those abs to come through is you're going to have to maintain a good diet for a long period of time, because the body sheds fat as a whole. It will never shed fat in a certain area. It's never going to be targeted, no matter what you do, no matter what anybody ever tells you. It's a complete and total lie. If they tell you any different, they're selling you something. So, I mean, I just wanted to be able to lead into that since we were talking about diet and exercise, Chris, and kind of piggyback on what you said is there is no targeting of the fat cells either. This is a process, and unfortunately, you got to go about it the right way, and then you get the result. There's no shortcuts. The body does not allow shortcuts. Does not allow for that. Physics does not allow for shortcuts. You simply have to burn the fat over a long period of time, and then when your abs show through, if you want them to, you want to sculpt them up or make them stronger per se, then you start to train them. But to just get your abs to show, diet.
Yep, calorie deficit, energy deficit. You have to, and a lot of people, once you get into that calorie deficit, as Michael was saying, you're not just gonna burn fat from any certain area. You're gonna burn. I mean, you've got even what is it called? Visceral fat, the internal fat that surrounds your organs
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be burning the internal fat. You're gonna be burning the fat that's all over your body. And what it comes down to a lot of the time is guys will be like, oh, I dieted all this time and I lost all this weight and I still don't have abs. It's like, well, you got to keep grinding, bro. Some people just have those genetics to where they have to get down to 12%, 10% body fat before those abs will start to show. And like I said, the bottom two are the most difficult to get to show, because that's where that last little bit, especially for a lot of guys, that's where that last little bit
likes to hang on.
Of body fat likes to hang on. And you will have to, I mean, you're probably going to feel like garbage by the time, I mean, especially if you crash diet or do anything, which I don't recommend. I recommend a steady, marathon mindset. Do not think of this as a sprint, because 9 times out of 10, crash dieting just leads to you falling back off the wagon, and then you end up getting fatter than you were before you started. But I wanted to do a screen share here, and I wanted to show you guys one of the prime examples of some of the I found this. I believe I found this on Instagram, and I'm going to show it to you guys. Strength at first, and maybe, what did he say? Strength at first, and maybe a small peep show. Oh, I hate my damn spare tire. Okay, well, here's the thing. I've talked about this a lot. If you build muscle, the more muscle you build, the higher your metabolism will go. So weight training in the long run, actually, in my opinion, which I believe is, this is what I believe. The more muscle mass you accrue, the higher your metabolism will go. So in the long run, I feel like hypertrophy training actually will burn more fat than cardio. Now, in the moment, doing steady state cardio will obviously burn more calories. But when you're talking about over a long period of time, every pound of muscle mass you accrue increases your metabolism, means it increases the amount of calories you're burning on a day-to-day basis. Just, I mean, even just sitting on the couch, your body has to use energy to maintain that muscle mass. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys just real quick. Just a second. Here it is. All right, so this. Oh, hold on. Nope. All right, look, guys. I really hope that no one. Well, I know some people are, but I just don't want you guys to fall into this BS right here. Okay, you think you're gonna stick something in your belly button, and that's automatically going to increase your energy expenditure, and so dramatic. Hey, you think? Yeah, just take a look at what they're. Damn it! Just take a look at what they're advertising here.
Yeah.
Achieve a better figure without exerting too much effort with herbal slimming tummy pellet. This herbal slimming pellet eliminates fats using natural ingredients, 100% safe and healthy for the body. They're saying you put this in your belly button. I'm like, seriously, dude?
Yeah, that's not gonna.
Your belly button, and that's automatically going to dramatically increase your energy expenditure, and so dramatically that you're going to lose all kinds of weight. Notice in the instructions it says use healthy diet and exercise for optimal results. I'm pretty sure what that means is if you don't use healthy diet and exercise, you're not going to get any results, which means this product pretty irrelevant. It's just another cash grab, or as Coach Greg likes to say, more spews for more views and or more money. But yeah, I just wanted to show that as an example because, I mean, you see it all over the place. I mean, there's just, I mean, it's one thing after another. They've always got something new. Oh, I got this new fancy technique that, I mean, it'll get you abs. And it's like, no, dude, no, you don't. It's nothing new. It's nothing new at all. It comes down to simple, just simple energy in, energy out. Now, you can do exercises that will increase the strength of your core. And yeah, I mean, that will definitely, I mean, it's really hard to say. I've seen, some people do a lot of ab work and maybe their abs are more defined, but I feel like if you don't need it, if you're not in like, buddy, go back in there, go back in there, go on, go back in there.
Little man's running.
Give me just a second, guys.
Yeah, you're good, man.
We're good. So, you know what? While he's doing that, while he's taking care of that Blackbeard, your question, how to strengthen your, abs. You want to strengthen them first, then get a little peep show next. Cool, that's fine. How to strengthen them? I don't know if you saw my comment, but hanging leg raises. Trying to take the back fully out of the movement, right? Because any kind of sit-ups, crunches, out of the picture. Totally out. I can almost guarantee you that if I asked you, Blackbeard, to get on the floor and try to do a sit-up or a crunch, you might hit me in my face just for suggesting it. And you're like, dude, my back is blown. So you want to get your back in the most uncompromising position as possible. And really, almost hanging can be therapeutic. And that is used as a therapeutic measure for people with back pain or injuries. So hanging leg raises is what I would suggest. And those are highly effective. And those burn the living hell out of your abs. Whether you're doing them bent knee or straight legged. But, of course, when you start out, you want to do them bent knee. Those are easier to get up. Straight leg requires a whole lot more control and strength. I think if you build up with those, I think you'd be pleasantly surprised that you wouldn't feel a thing in your back, and it'd be all in the ab area, and you would build that core strength up quite quickly. And then you can work on your peep show later. That's up to you, Pimpin. Did we get back, Chris? Are you back with us?
Yeah, he I forgot to take his sippy cup in there. He's got his tablet and everything. He's chilling. He figured out how to open the baby gate. Smart little sucker.
Anybody else getting this weird audio off of Chris? Chris, I think you got some odd audio stuff going on. We don't have words for sure. Let Chris work out his audio issues here. I'm going through the comments. Let's see. Okay, Blackbeard makes perfect sense. How about if the injury prevents that? So you're asking me basically if the back injury itself prevents you from doing hanging leg raises. You're going to have to explain to me how that would actually affect it, and I can try to give you some better guidance there. Yeah, audio issues for sure, but we're with it. Chris, take your time, man. Get them wrapped up. But Blackbeard, give me some more details on that injury that would maybe prevent you from doing the hanging leg raises. I want to hear what's going on there. And then let's see. Yeah, Blackbeard agrees. If I ask you to get down and do a sit up, yeah, we're gonna have some words. Anybody with a back injury, we're gonna have some serious issues. It's just silly. So no, we're not suggesting crunches or sit-ups for anybody with a back injury. Let's see. Blackbeard's got another comment here for everyone else. Okay, so he says, okay, for everyone else, I have major hardware in my back, so everything related to my lower back is crazy sensitive. So yeah, that's where this comes from, guys. So if you're on the stream live or you're watching in playback, that's where Blackbeard's coming from. He's had major back issues to the extent that he's been cut open and worked on and has hardware in his back to try to stabilize it. So we want to take every bit of the pressure off of that back, because we certainly don't need to complicate the already complicated issue. And by the way, that issue came about as he was serving our country. So I want to say thank you, Blackbeard, for your service. And anybody watching on playback or here live, just want to let y'all know we have a veteran in the chat here today.
Very appreciative.
Yeah, you're going to have to
for your service, Blackbeard.
If you've tried hanging leg raises, and if it did actually create an issue with the back, if you felt any twinge in the back at all. Because if you feel anything in the back whatsoever, especially lower back where your issue seems to be and where your hardware is, we gotta go a different route. We just have to. It's not worth it. So if you can somehow let me know, maybe in the comments here, or shoot me a text. Blackbeard's texting me live, guys, just so you know. I know my man Blackbeard. Shoot me a text or let me know in the comments. Okay.
Yes, I've got Blackbeard.
Like,
I got a lot of respect for our veterans, all of them. My dad was a veteran. I was actually getting ready to go to boot camp for the Marines when my mother passed away, and I was young, and I've got 5 younger siblings. Well, 4 now. My brother passed away last year, but it just didn't work out. But yes, I've got the utmost respect for our veterans, and I do appreciate it. What's up, Luis and Bella? Happy to have you back, man. We're popping up, man. And yeah. So did that fix the audio issue? I switched the cable to my microphone.
Okay, Chris, your audio is toast, but man, you're putting on a show. You're putting on a show.
It's still bad.
You sound like a chipmunk.
Huh.
And it's entertaining. We enjoy it. I can almost understand you, so it's kind of cool.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to Bella. She made it in the chat. She's been here for a long time through these live streams, and we're taking her through her own journey. And certainly Blackbeard and Titus and a lot
Blackbeard
of
says he don't hear the audio issue
or in our live streams. I want to thank y'all for your time as well. So let's see. I'm trying to go through chats here.
Luis says it sounds good on his
while
end.
Chris works this out. Sound.
It must be you, man, because everybody in the
So
chat saying it
Louise or
sounds good.
Lewis is saying the sound is good on his end. If it's good on his end, we'll keep moving. I
I
can
mean, if this
understand
sounds
Chris,
good
but
to
he
you
sounds like a
guys,
chipmunk.
I don't know. I mean, let me turn my TV up, see what it sounds like over here. Yeah, it sounds good on my TV. I don't.
Okay, so I'm the only one hearing the audio issue. So it's my fault.
You can
That's
enjoy
my bad,
that. Yeah, it's all good, man. As long as you guys can hear me well, that's all I'm worried about. And Titus says it
So
sounds
what
good.
I'll do, Chris, real quick, I'm gonna just jump out and jump back in so our audio is clean. You can just keep rolling. I'm with you.
Okay. So we were talking about ab workouts. I think he Bella, our show's always on Fridays, every 2 weeks on Fridays. I see I'm sorry. But no, it's always going to be on Fridays. We do a bi-weekly show, and we alternate channels. So every 2 weeks, we'll do a show on my channel. 2 weeks after that, we do it on Michael's channel. So we'll do it once a month on my channel, once a month on Michael's channel. And we try to stick around the same time, around between 1 and 2 o'clock p.m. That's Central Standard Time. So, yeah, it will always be on Fridays. So that is because we both have hectic schedules. I think we're actually going to have to cut this show a little short today, shorter than usual anyway, because I've got several things going on. I've got to go sell a vehicle and got to take care of my fiance. But yeah, so I think Michael was having some audio issues. I think he said I was sounding like a chipmunk, but I'm not sure. But no, it's not. It's always going to be on Fridays. But I do appreciate your support, Bella. And how have you been doing? Let us know in the chat. Have you been sticking to your regimen? Oh, I forgot. I got to add him back. There he is.
What's up?
Do I still sound like a chipmunk to you?
No, you're clean now, man. I guess it was on me. I was trying to blame you, and it was all me.
Yeah, it was all you, man. It's those AirPods.
It was. It was.
Yeah, Bella said she was waiting all day yesterday for the live.
Okay.
I let her know. I was like, I don't know if she meant she thought we were going to be live yesterday or if she was just waiting yesterday for today.
Right.
But regardless, we appreciate the support, Bella. We really hope we're helping out. You know, if you got any questions, if you want to share your progress, anybody else has any more questions. But basically, what we were talking about is just, doing core exercises and, how to develop your abdomen, how to get your abs to show. Everybody's got abs, like I mentioned. Yes, I've been working out and eating healthy, she says. Well, that is very good to hear.
That's excellent.
Awesome.
That's excellent.
That's consistency. That's what Michael's always preaching. Consistency is key.
Always. So I want to hear, beyond that, Bella. I mean, how good are you feeling? What are you feeling when you're, as staying consistent with, with a moderate diet and exercise? Now we want to hear in the chat too. I mean, we've all in this chat been coming here live and all in the playbacks. We've been watching these each and every week and being here. We want to hear your progress too. They want to hear it too. So it's your time to get your little brag session in. I want to hear how you're feeling, and then we want to try to up the ante and see if we can get you to the next level.
Yeah, that is awesome. Very happy. It feels good. When I started my channel, I was like, if I can help just a single person, then I've accomplished my goal.
Yeah.
So if that, snowballs and I continue to help other people, then that's just more, that just adds to it. It's
absolutely.
It's because, where I started from, I was, I wasn't overweight. I was underweight. I was very unhealthy. And, health is what it's all about. Aesthetics come in second place for me anyway. I mean, it should. I mean, a lot of younger folks, they just want to look good, But me having a kid, I was like, I want to last. I want to live longer. I want to be around. I want to see
Yeah,
my
man.
kids.
Yeah, your priorities change, especially if you become a parent or a father in our case. So
Quite
I wanted
tremendously.
to also add, we got Blackbeard. Like I say, guys, I know Blackbeard. He's family. So he's texting me. And Chris, I think we already have our topic for next stream, honestly. I thought it was a great idea. Blackbeard said, why don't we talk about sleep and its effects on, your overall health and gains in the gym as well. Sleep, just simply sleep, something that nobody really thinks a whole lot about. And we kind of do it automatically. But really, what is sleep? How does sleep play a role? And how well do we need to control that, right? Or take control of that if our sleep patterns are off?
Yeah, that is absolutely a great topic.
Yeah,
and we'll be running that one on your channel.
Yeah.
So that will be, man. I bet that would bring in some traffic. I noticed we got some more people rolling in. Welcome to the chat. If you're just getting here,
welcome.
We've been discussing how to get abs. I mentioned that you've already got abs. Everybody's got abs. It's just about getting them to show. You can do all the sit-ups in the world, all the leg raises in the world, but if your abs are covered up by fat, then they're not going to show. And that's not going to show. Being mean. It's not anything. It's just the truth. I think in my thumbnail and the title is the simple truth about abs. And that's what it is. It's simple. Everybody wants to complicate it. When they want to overcomplicate it, they do that so that they'll make you feel like you have to pay attention to strictly them, so that that makes them special in their mind. That they've got a special technique, a special supplement, a special routine or something, a special workout. They want you to pay attention to them, and it's overcomplicating matters that just really are simple. And that's all there is to it. I mean, you do not have to, do these crazy workout routines. It all comes down to, if you're overweight, you got to maintain a calorie deficit, whether that means eating, cutting your sodas out like Bella did. She used to drink a lot of sodas. Now she's been cutting her sodas out, and she's been walking a lot more. And she said she's been working out. That is awesome. Awesome. You would be blown away. We discussed this, I think, last show. Sodas, 1,000 calories a day, easy. Think if somebody drinks, what is it, 4 20-ounce Mountain Dews a day? And I know people who drink 2 liters a day.
Oh,
so
my
you're
God.
talking thousands of calories just simply by cutting out sodas. You're cutting out all those calories, not to mention the sodium and all the other, unhealthy toxins that build up from drinking too much soda. You dehydrate your body so that it's unable to rid your body of those toxins. It's hard on your liver. It's hard on your kidneys. But yeah, sodas. But yes, I do believe that doing an episode on sleep would be fantastic.
That's excellent. What a great suggestion, man. So
yeah, we appreciate
tip the hat to Blackbeard on that.
Definitely.
Unnecessary sugars. Yeah. I mean, Blackbeard, again, he's saying, unnecessary sugars are so good, but in his opinion, they're the worst, and they are. They are your worst enemy when you talk about just overall health and fitness. Those processed sugars, oh man, they will take you down like a lead weight. They simply do. Looks like Bella here is I'm trying not to let my mom hear. She is mean. Hopefully what you mean by that is you don't want her maybe to hear about, I don't know, your diet and exercise journey, your health and fitness journey, rather than just you listening to our stream live, because I don't want to be a part of something you're not supposed to be doing. If you're not given the permission to see us live or watch us live, I don't want to mess that up. So listen.
I don't want to get you in trouble with your parents or anything, but if she's like not supporting you getting in, living a healthier lifestyle, then that's
a different conversation.
That's difficult.
This is not a therapy session, but what this is you're at least in an atmosphere where we're supportive and we're going to help you. So
Yeah, definitely. She says she's right. Well, hello, Bella's mom. We've been trying to help coach Bella and help her lead a healthier lifestyle. She was telling us that she was drinking loads of sodas. What was it? 6 weeks ago now?
yeah,
I think it was
yeah,
like three
about.
shows ago. So we do a bi-weekly show. We answer chats. We usually have a topic that we focus on, and then we take chats and we answer. And Bella stumbled across us. I'm not sure how, but maybe just scrolling through YouTube. But basically, we try to expose all these quote unquote influencers that are always trying to sell some special supplement or program or something. And it just because they all want to overcomplicate everything when this is all very simple. It's not hard, it's not expensive. People say, I can't lose weight because it's too expensive. Yes, you can. I can direct you to 10 John Meadows videos right now. I'll show you how to eat a lean diet, how to cut, how to bulk, how to do whatever you want, high protein diet, $20. Like, but well, I think he spent like, well, we're talking 5 years ago now, but he was spending like $30 a week, and we're talking like beans, quinoa, rice, stuff like that, how to eat on a budget, how to cut on a budget, how to bulk on a budget, whatever you need to do. People always want to make excuses and they want to overcomplicate things. The people who are overcomplicating things are always trying to sell something. I know I'm just repeating myself over and over, but we got people coming in and out of the show,
Right.
out of the stream. But yes, if you don't feel comfortable with Bella watching our show, we don't want to get her in trouble with you. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But we've got nothing but love for all of our everybody in our audience, and all we want to do is help. We're not trying to sell anything. We're just trying to get the truth out there in a world, this social media that is just oversaturated with misinformation.
True. And, I wanted to add, Chris, since we're, to kind of jump a little bit back on topic now that we've kind of addressed, Bella, is what you're going to notice in a lot of our streams here, whenever we're giving advice on certain areas of health and fitness, you're going to notice a common thread as we go through each and every one of these topics week in and week out. And that common thread is the combination of diet and exercise. There's no way you will get results without the other. They have to complement each other. They have to come together and work together in what we call that in synergy of some sort. They have to come together and you can't go out and bust your tail in the gym and then blow your diet and expect results. You can't also, do an awesome diet and then ignore the gym and think you're going to gain, strength and tone in the body. It simply won't happen. So I want to, everybody who comes to these streams week in and week out, first, I want to thank everybody for showing up. But second, I want y'all to know that there's a reason why every single one of our streams, we tend to really hammer those particular topics home, because ultimately that's what just brings it all into one. It brings it all together and into one thing, health and fitness. So I just wanted to be able to address that, Chris, because I feel like over the weeks we've been doing this, months now, we tend to be we'll talk about the topic and we answer the question every time. No doubt. I don't argue that. But we always tend to just drift back right into this conversation. And guys, there's a reason for that. It's not by chance. It's because that's just the fact of the matter. And I'll also say it also proves how simple all of this is. So anybody trying to complicate this for you is full of crap. They're either trying to sell you something or they're trying to act like they know something, right? Whatever that is, whether it's their ego they're trying to sell you or a product they're trying to sell you. If they complicate it, they're full of it. That's just my opinion. This stuff is really, really, really simple. And we're going to help break it down every single time we go through these live streams with you guys. And we're going to hammer it home. And you're going to get it and you're going to realize, man, I don't even know why I complicated anything. This stuff is about as simple as it gets. I didn't say it's easy, Chris. I didn't say it was easy.
No,
I said
you got to work for it. Some people have it easier than others, but it's like, what you're saying, it reminds me of what Coach Greg says all the time. He's always saying more. I even said it in that clip I showed you, more spews for more views.
Pretty
They try
much.
to, they try to make themselves out to, be above the rest, be
Pretty
something
much.
special.
Pretty much.
But yeah, it's really something I learned. Just start small and simple. Start off by eliminating sodas and taking a walk. Yeah, that's actually what we discussed with Bella, I think 2 shows ago.
Yeah, great advice, man.
I think that's exactly what we told her, actually.
Yeah, that
But
is.
yes, it really is, because eliminating sodas makes such a tremendous difference. I mean, you got the caffeine, you got sodium, you got sugar, not to mention, uh, depending on the soda, of course, the way it builds up in your intestines. I think I saw I don't know how true it was, but it was either a documentary or a video or something that showed how it almost looked like tar, the way the Coca-Cola builds up on your insides. And it's just like, well, I guess it's similar to, how, what burnt sugar looks like. If you like melt sugar,
Yeah.
turns black. Yeah, it almost looked like that. And it's just like, make you never want to drink a soda again.
Who knows? Who knows?
Especially,
It could have been a marketing ploy, but when we get down to brass tacks, the fact is processed sugars are hard on the body, and they will kill any good healthy diet. Any good healthy diet. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's see. Blackbeard says I drop 5 pounds minimum every time I've stopped sodas, doing absolutely nothing else.
That's
Proof's in
not
the pudding.
only that's not only from dropping your calories though. Sodas contain a lot of sodium. Sodium. And what sodium does is make you hold more water. The more salt in your body, the more water you're going to hold. At least I think that's right, isn't it? I know carbs also make you hold water, but
Sodium does make you.
I'm pretty
It'll
sure it makes you hold more water.
dehydrate you.
Well, yeah,
Cause
but
you to have water retention.
yeah,
Um,
but yeah, some of that would be water weight, but definitely fat as well. I mean, as soon as you get rid of that excess sugar and which is calories, the sugar that's simple carbs, which easily see whenever you consume protein, if your body does not use that protein to go towards repairing muscle, building muscle, it has to basically break it down and make it into a form that makes it able to store as body fat. And the body burns a lot more energy converting protein into body fat than it does simple carbs and fat. I mean, if you're eating fat, it's already fat, so your body doesn't have to burn hardly any energy to convert that into storable energy. But when you're burning or when you're eating protein, when it's trying to break protein down and make it into an energy form that's able to store as body fat, it burns more calories. That's why when cutting, I recommend eating a lot more protein, because your body, it's not an extreme amount or anything, but it does make a difference on a large scale over time. The more protein you eat, the higher your calorie maintenance is going to be.
100%.
You were
What do you
laughing
say,
at me
Chris?
about something. You got something to say, Michael?
Well, I was just going to say, what else do we have to say? I think we've covered the topic quite well today. The thing is we know as here on the stream, and all of our audience in live and playback know exactly what it takes to get your abs to show and to strengthen them. We've gone through the whole thing, and it's a very simple process. The fact of the matter is that everybody's got abs, they're already there. So diet is where they're going to make your abs show. Then after you get your abs to show, if you want to pretty them up, then let's get to training. But the diet has to come first. You can't have that. It doesn't go the other way. I'm not going to ask you to go work your butt off in the gym and then think you're going to build these big, massive abs that push through the fat. It simply doesn't work that way. So no. I think we've answered the question, Chris. I don't know, man. We can bring this plane down, and I think all of our viewers on here live would agree. This stuff is simple. We've got it, man.
Yeah, I really appreciate everybody for coming through. I think when we started this show, we were getting one or two viewers, and I think they were friends of ours, and now I think we had 7 people on at one point. So anybody watching live, if you want to subscribe, you'll catch our shows. Michael's channel is linked in the description. His Instagram is also linked in the description, and my Instagram are all linked in the description box. If you go down there, make sure to subscribe to Michael's channel. We got 2 weeks. It'll be two weeks from today. I can't.
Yeah.
14 days. Today's the 11th.
Today's the 11th. Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be the 25th.
There we go.
So the 25th, we'll be hosting a show on sleep. But as always, we will be answering all the questions in the chat, and that will be on Michael's channel. And please go sub to his channel. He's got 9 subs, and he'll be hitting that 100 sub mark.
Yeah, man.
That first big milestone. They say
man,
it's the hardest one to get, and we appreciate all the support, guys. Bella, we're really proud of you. You're doing awesome.
Excellent.
You could have just dodged that. You could have just dodged out and fell right back into what you were doing. But you've been in every show since we started discussing this. And I put this one up on the screen. She says she's drinking water in her big water bottle.
Yeah,
and that's awesome. Water is essential. As our bodies are made of water. So the more water you drink, the more water you drink, the more easily your body can rid your body of toxins, if that makes sense. So anyway, we're going to wrap it up. Anybody watching on the replay, go to the description box, follow us on Instagram, check out the merch store if you want to buy some merch. There's all kinds of stuff, handbag, cups, mugs, whatever you want. And the shirts are comfy. They're really soft. I really like them. They got t-shirts, they got hoodies, they got everything.
Cool.
And Bella, we're going to see you next, or 2 weeks on the 25th on Michael's channel, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that thumbs up button.
Do it.
We will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Thanks, guys.